It's the next Pats podcast. It's a Patriots podcast.
The guy probably just resells all his music. Welcome to our very first podcast. I'm Thomas. That's Rob. This is the Too Critical Podcast, coming to you from balmy North Chelmsford, Massachusetts. Rob, how are you now?
Not so bad, and you?
Oh, not so bad.
Let's put a bow on it.
What could be so urgent? That's enough Letterkenny references. It's too many.
It's too soon.
We got to slow down.
I have way too much gray in my beard.
I trimmed my beard Friday for the first time in a while, and it was because when I went skiing, it was like pulling out my mask.
Oh.
Yeah, like I'd pull my mask down to talk and it would pull the hair with it, and I was like, yeah, I can't do this. How long is this fucking gonna happen? We've been talking about doing a podcast for 2-3 years. Mm-hmm. We met last week, set everything up.
For the first time ever, met last week.
Did a test run. Oh, it stopped. Okay.
Perfect.
We get here today, we set everything up, we hit record. Immediately, a fucking car alarm goes
Yep.
off.
Par for the course.
I'm kind of bored with this, honestly.
The whole thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Great.
So, WandaVision.
Is that a biplane? Christ in heaven.
See, what's funny is they may not be able to hear any of this. So it's
Well, if they can't, it suddenly turned into Cape Cod 1986 with a moped outside.
it's been dead silent here. Dead silent all morning. We've been setting everything up. First, we thought we heard a noise, started talking about ghosts. Next thing you know, the battery levels on all of the electronics started to change.
That was very
We
strange.
finally hit record. A car alarm goes off nonstop. Now we start. I say we wanted to talk about WandaVision today.
Yep.
I say the word WandaVision, and
Everything you're doing is bad.
I want you to know this. Dr. Frickman, go! Yes, I think go.
The joyfulness of the podcast is over.
Yes, I have, of course, seen you on the television.
So, WandaVision. 3
Yep.
episodes in.
3 episodes.
We have purposely not been discussing it much because we wanted to save it for this.
Correct.
So, first of all, I think we agreed, like, this isn't going to be like some recap thing. Like, we're not here, oh, here's what happened in the episode. Like, you watched it. If you didn't, don't listen to this, or go listen to it and then come back.
There are no spoiler warnings on this podcast.
We're going to spoil. I mean, how are we going to talk about it?
Look, be an adult. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
When you go on Facebook the next day,
Fucking face.
and people are like, oh, I gotta work for 12 hours. Stop ruining, the show with your spoilers.
Then don't listen.
Be an adult. Stop scrolling on social media
And
every
again,
15 minutes.
We didn't just jump into it. We said WandaVision. So if you're listening and you say, well, I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, stop listening.
Yeah.
Go watch it and come back, or don't. I don't really give a fuck.
Disney Plus is for winners.
Yeah, I like Peacock better. I like ads.
Here's one now.
Chris's Clippers. Insert.
This episode of the Too Critical Podcast is brought to you by Chris's Clippers. Chris's Clippers, when you absolutely positively have to have someone cut your hedges who has a 4-year college degree. Chris's Clippers. Call us today. If not, go fuck yourself.
All right, so WandaVision, 3 episodes in. We have not discussed borderline any of this. Mm-hmm. So I did some research, watched some videos. Openly admit WandaVision, not one of the comics I was really into. Not WandaVision comic, but anything with Wanda or Vision. I was a comic person, but it was more Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, some Captain America. I wasn't huge into comics.
Yes.
Obviously, we love the movies. We watch them all the time. So with WandaVision, when this started coming out, I had no source reference. I didn't understand the other than what we had seen in the movies.
Right.
So, now I'm reading all these different theories about where they're going to go. They said from the beginning they were going to tie into Doctor Strange. That this was an important next step to Doctor Strange. So, initial reaction from you in terms... I think we both agree, I like what they're doing. Every episode's kind of got some different genres. The sets, the Dick Van Dyke Show, all that stuff, the I Dream of Jeannie references. Yep. I'm curious to see where they go, how far they take this. Certain things I'm not sure of. I don't know if this is happening in her head.
If Danny Tanner shows up, I'm going to riot.
Dave Coulier might be more available.
Cut that out.
Now cut it out.
Dave Coulier might be a little cheaper for them to get. Just saying.
Dave Coulier is working on the show. He's on the crew.
No, he's not.
He is.
On WandaVision.
Yeah, he's a grip.
I promise you I didn't know that. You're just making this up. We'll cut that out. So, I think
Cut it out.
the obvious question everyone asks right away.
Did you say it intentionally? Cut that out?
No,
Fuck you.
I didn't. I didn't. Okay.
Go cut it out.
Reset. Apple.
Fuck. Please don't.
So, I think the first question everyone asks when you're watching, all right, is this in her head? Is she trapped somewhere? Does she know what's going on? So, I'm sure you've read or heard the theories about Mephisto, which seems, no doubt that's what's going to happen.
I know nothing about that.
Okay, so, Ralph.
One of these days, you're gonna push me too far.
Ralph Cramden, go ahead.
So, Agnes, the character?
Yep.
Everyone believes that's actually
A witch.
Agatha Harkness.
Okay.
So, Agatha Harkness, they combined the two names, Agnes.
Got it.
Her husband, Ralph. The common theory is that's actually Mephisto, or maybe Nightmare, but likely Mephisto. Mephisto, for all intents and purposes, is the devil.
Okay.
So in the ad for the Stark microwave, if you took the image and flipped it, it actually says 666
Stop.
on the microwave.
Fantastic.
You didn't know this. See,
No.
we didn't talk about this at all.
I don't watch my television upside down.
Well, again, full disclosure, I didn't see that myself. I did
Right.
some research afterwards.
Yeah.
I knew about Mephisto being a big part of this. So Mephisto is a character that essentially is the devil, and he's one of the
Because little girls are the devil.
potential big bads for the new universe going forward, specifically with Doctor Strange. Could be the villain in that movie, and they said it's going to tie in somehow. So there's a couple different theories in terms of that he's Ralph. There's the comment that Dottie makes when they're doing for the children, all that stuff.
Right.
And during the talent show,
Do they want to steal those kids? Is
well,
that their end
that's-
game there?
I didn't want to ruin it, but yes.
Okay, sorry.
So in the comics, Mephisto, Wanda has two children, and they actually they do turn into Speed and Wiccan, I believe are their names.
Okay.
They're like young Avengers.
Right.
But Mephisto eats them, kills them,
Oh.
and absorbs their power.
Oh.
And so the whole thing,
As you do twins.
I ate my twin in the womb.
well, the whole thing for the children.
Right.
Why are we doing this? We're doing this for the children. So
Okay.
Mephisto's the puppet master here,
Okay.
trying to get her children to absorb their powers. And
He
strength.
eats supers.
I'm not an expert on this, but that's what I get.
Okay. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
Not a doctor. Shh.
So there's some different theories I've heard that he's Ralph, which Ralph in Norwegian or one of the languages actually translates to something like the evil one, which
Okay.
is the language that the Asgardians use. So
Oh.
there's some theories with that. I'm not terribly interested in that stuff. I think that Mephisto is going to be the ultimate big bad guy here, the devil. I don't know. In some of the comics, there were characters that would try to trade their soul for things, and I don't know if this is something where Wanda knowingly signed up for this to get more time with Vision. I don't know if you were aware of this. There was an end credit scene for Endgame that got cut,
I just heard about that.
and that was Wanda, and it was going to have Vision's corpse.
Oh.
So the theory is that maybe she went to the devil
And she humps
and
it.
said, "I want more." and said, "I want more time with him."
Right.
So he agrees to this, but, and again, I'm not an expert on the subject, but he agrees to it for the purpose of getting her children. So she thinks he's helping her out, like, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna,
So there was a world where Vision came back to life.
I don't know if it's real or because he is the devil, and again, it brings in Doctor Strange and the magic and all this stuff.
Right.
And Harkness is, she's strong with the Force also.
Right.
So the thought is that Agnes is Angela Harkness. Now the rabbit was Senior Scratchy. In the comics, Mephisto went by Nick Scratch as one of his when he was in a human form.
Okay.
So there's a lot that shows that.
To totally blend in. If you want to blend in anywhere, name yourself Nick Scratch.
So what I found incredibly interesting is one of the videos I saw said that in the original Avengers movie, when they hand Captain America, when Nick Fury goes to see him and he's breaking the punching bags, and he picks up a new one to take it home with him for the night.
Yeah.
When they hand him the folder, and it's all about the Tesseract.
Right.
In the bottom corner, if you zoom in, it mentions something that Mephisto told them. So,
Stop.
in theory, Mephisto was going to be in the Avengers sooner. and was involved in potentially helping them understand the Tesseract.
Okay.
If you watch that movie on Disney Plus now and zoom in, they have edited Mephisto's name out.
Stop.
Now, with Loki, it's almost definite that's going to tie into Mephisto also.
Okay.
And in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, not in the trailer, but in footage that's been leaked online, there's like a biker club that they go to fight. What's on the back of that biker club's jackets?
The Mephisto logo.
The devil. So there's a lot of moving parts in terms of how they're going to tie this in with the multiverse, with Doctor Strange. From what I gathered, from what I heard, Mephisto was mostly a Doctor Strange, Wanda Maximoff type villain.
Okay.
Did have run-ins with the Fantastic Four. Did have run-ins with Spider-Man. So there's a thought that might tie in with Spider-Man 3.
Okay.
So again, this is the first time I've talked to you about this. I've been trying to kind of keep it under wraps for now.
Right.
My initial reaction when I heard they're going to bring the devil into the MCU was, we're going too far. But now when I'm hearing all these things, and apparently he's never actually referred to as the devil.
Okay.
So I don't know. I could be wrong about that too. Again, not an expert on the subject. Just between what I've read, what I've seen. So as far as the show itself, loving it's a quick episode, right? It's an easy watch. I would not want to watch seasons or movies of them reliving this. But I think what we're going to find out is that she's trapped in this reality. She knows she's there, I think, because the part where she says no and rewinds.
Yeah, she's in control of it.
Right. Now, I don't know if
She's comfortable in whatever alternate reality she's created.
So I have a theory that Mephisto might actually be Vision in her reality, just to really screw with her. Now, I could be wrong about this.
Right.
Obviously, we've all seen the sword logo. I know nothing about sword. It's kind of a newer thing. It's another shield. It's an acronym. I forget what it is. I looked it up and swore I was going to memorize it for this, and then we sat down and I went, got nothing.
Yeah.
So, the beekeeper there had the sword logo. The actor that was there when she gave birth, the African-American woman with the sword logo on her necklace.
Right.
That's the young girl from Captain Marvel.
So, and then
Monica Rambeau, I believe is her name.
I don't know who she is.
Yeah, Rambeau, not like John Rambo's
Got
daughter.
it. She's Rambo. It's French Canadian.
She draws Second Blood.
Right.
I'm coming to get you.
Rambo First Blood Part 2.
Yeah. Was it
so,
duck or soup? Which one do you shoot?
Duck, sir. Are you all right, sir?
Of course I'm all right. Why? What have you heard?
but the other people that popped up, like the mailman and like little background characters, are all guys that were on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
So I never watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
So I was wondering that because I read that online.
You're lucky. Don't.
Again, I love the movies.
Right.
I never thought the shows would be important enough that I needed to.
It was a quick segue before they could get the rest of the movies off the ground.
Yeah.
It made sense at the time.
So again, some of the things that happened in the episode with Agnes, with the comment, the devil is in the details.
Right.
I don't know if I got to that. I started to get to that point. So Agnes reaches in towards Wanda when someone says I think Wanda says the devil's in the details. Or it might be Dottie. One of them says it. And she says, that's not the only place he is. And we keep hearing about Ralph, but no one sees Ralph.
Right.
No one knows where Ralph is. And so I do think, likely chance Ralph is Mephisto. I'm hoping it's Vision, just because essentially what I'm gathering is they've killed her brother. They've killed the robot man she loved.
Right.
Now they're going to take her goddamn children away. Like, Wanda Maximoff is going to be the most tormented character in the MCU, and, oh, by the way, maybe the most powerful.
Well, they know that for a fact.
Right.
I mean, she was killing Thanos.
Right.
She could have killed Thanos on her own.
Until he rained fire, and then Captain Marvel came down and kicked ass, and, I do want to
Thank
know,
goodness.
what were the men doing during that fight scene? I'm just curious. I'm not opposed to the all-women fight scene. Did the men, they take a break? Did someone bring orange slices?
Does anyone have any orange slices?
So it seems like Mephisto could be one of these big, Doctor Doom, Thanos style bad guys, which is funny because I didn't know who he was.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I was a comic fan. I was a comic fan, but not, huge. So it seems like Kang the Conqueror is definitely going to be coming into play. We obviously have Adam Warlock. There's so much going on in the MCU, but right now we've been shut out for the first time for years of content.
Right.
So this is the first time we're getting anything since Spider-Man Far From Home. And, we know a multiverse is coming. Everybody knows that. And now the first villain they're introducing seems like potentially the devil. So a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving pieces with who he is, what they're trying to do. I don't truly understand all of it yet. I like the show. I didn't like it for the first episode, but I think it's because I just wanted Avengers. I just wanted Marvel.
Right.
But I appreciate that it's kind of a break. And I saw Kevin Feige actually said fans know that we'll reward them with the payoff, so we started out slow. So I'm hoping things are about to pick up. We have the helicopter that's the kind of the Iron Man colors, which you told me about because I'm colorblind, didn't notice that. And, there's a lot going on with the Beekeeper and Sword and obviously now Monica Rambeau. And we've now seen that she essentially was thrown out of this world in episode 3.
Right.
By Wanda.
Yep.
So we don't know. It's almost like, I don't know if it's a Wakanda type situation where there's like a bubble around it. I don't know.
So initially when I saw the first episodes, I kind of put that together, that she was in some sort of, she's either in a protected facility to keep her safe or to keep people safe from her, or she's being seriously tortured for some reason.
Could be both.
Now, the scene that they did at the table when the boss and his wife came over for dinner and the guy was choking, and the wife kept repeating, stop it, just over and over and over again, almost like a robot or something that would just not have any emotions or feelings.
That's
right?
what I'm having a hard time figuring out, because it seems like not every character, like the neighbor when he was cutting the hedges.
What is that about?
Yeah, well, and he's cutting the hedges and he starts going through concrete.
Yeah.
So first of all, those hedge trimmers would never cut concrete. Let's get real.
Right.
So, yeah, it seems like potentially Agnes and Mephisto are running the show here. Because to me,
but why are those people warning her about stuff? It seems like they know what's up.
They're almost under control.
They can't. Yeah, like there would be consequences for what they say. But if they're all being monitored, then
I almost wonder if it's like them struggling on the inside, almost like a Manchurian Candidate situation where they got the gun pointed, they know they're supposed to shoot the guy, but they're like, I'm going to wait because
right.
The internal struggle. I'm not sure, but even like Dottie, the woman that runs the place, there's something off about her character.
Of course.
So I don't know if again she breaks that glass. I have no clue what's going on with the radio when it's talking to her, and she smashes the glass in her hand. I'm not sure. I don't know. Which it's kind of nice not to know.
Yeah.
I like the show. I texted you before it came out and said, I have a prediction. WandaVision, I'm going to hate it. I think I was wrong about that. I know I was wrong about that. I don't hate it.
98% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I don't know what you could complain about.
I think the only thing people are complaining about would be the use of the nostalgia.
Yeah, but again, this isn't a movie. It's a TV show.
It's also not geared towards 14, 16-year-olds.
It's kind of for adult show for once for them, which, I mean, all the Marvel movies, I think, are for adults.
Right.
But there's a lot for
Correct.
kids in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids haven't watched WandaVision yet. I haven't pushed it. I'm not sure they'd enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Need salt.
So good, the Bloody Mary, boop, when it hits the lips.
Ooh, first episode, we're going into coffee.
Beep, bop, boop. What's he gonna stop me? Come and get it, Bill.
Yeah, you're gonna
come and get it.
That.
Bring Theo and that dumbass brother-in-law from the Navy. Alvin, fuck Alvin. Who's afraid of Alvin? Nobody.
Simon and Theodore.
Hate to bring that up.
Anyways. So it's kind of weird getting a Marvel show for the first time. I know you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I never did. But getting a one episode a week. We talked about this with The Mandalorian. It's nice. You get something to look forward to. I'm also selfish, and I just want, feed it to me now.
But again, Disney is setting the tone.
Yeah.
They need to do that.
Yeah.
They need to trickle out, especially now more than ever, they need to trickle out their stuff and control it, you know?
Well, and we discussed, one of my employees was talking to me about Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Really? Maybe get back to work. I don't know, shooting the breeze with the boss.
But he complained about, it's only 6 episodes. They're 45 minutes. So that's 3 hour-and-a-half movies.
Right.
It seems like a pretty fair deal to me.
Right.
I mean, we're getting 3 to 4 movies a year moving forward after this, plus 1 to 2 new content TV shows, as well as like the What Ifs and the Marvel Legends. I mean, there's more content than ever coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Like Black Widow was supposed to come out over a year ago. Eternals, all of this, everything's delayed. I mean,
Yeah.
But it's not like DC or any other studio is pumping this stuff out.
Correct.
So, I think Marvel's doing the best they can. They clearly just are trying to figure out how we're going to move forward for now. In a perfect world, theaters open back up, everything's, a go. But for now, I mean, we're getting new content. It's pushing the story forward. They said WandaVision was not just a show to fill things in. It's going to progress the story further. It's going to lead into Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Right.
And Spider-Man, because those are going to be tied in together.
Yep.
So I didn't expect to like the show, but I really like it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like I've done all the talking here, so what do you think?
So, well, we've mentioned Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which I didn't like at all. It just turned into hallway fights. Every week it would be 4 or 5 choreographed girl fights. It'd just be a girl on girl, just fighting with sticks or swords or whatever. And it was around the time, too, that Daredevil had done that hallway fight on Netflix. And then everybody wanted the hallway fights. And it seemed like every week that you turned it on, it was just a straight corridor and people fighting in a hallway. That's all it was. But the interesting fact about what they did in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was they dealt with...
What's happened?
They won't even know.
We'll cut to Chris's Clippers.
I was just going to say that.
God damn. It's like we finish each other's...
Sandwiches.
Hey.
Okay.
When you go back to watch that,
Yeah.
I looked at the camera and mouthed sandwiches right when you said it. So you were saying, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., too many hallway fights.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Girl on girl?
Hallway fights, girl on girl, action, if you care for that sort of thing.
I'm a married man, Tom. Happily.
Sorry. But they did deal with Coulson being brought back to life.
Yeah.
And the characters would mention, it was a place that he went to. People who are, not that anybody's going to watch this, but people are shouting what the name of it is. You know what I mean? They're going to get all over us because we don't have the actual details. It was like Bahamas or Bermuda or Acapulco, whatever, some fucking sunny place. And they sent him and they brought him back to life.
You wanted to know who was behind Tahiti? This is what I found out.
They regenerated Coulson. Okay?
Kind of like they might do with Captain America. Never.
Who knows? But they sent him to this place that he had no idea existed, and then they kind of put him back into the world. And all the people around Coulson knew that he was dead.
But was he there, in his consciousness? Or was he physically there?
They took his body, they brought him to this facility, and they used alien technology,
Skynet,
to bring him back to life. And the first thing he did when he woke up was kill all of the Sarah Connors. But he didn't know anything about it. He knew something was wrong.
So Coulson didn't know?
Coulson didn't know that he had been brought back to life and basically reanimated.
But was he like a cyborg? What are we talking about?
He was like a clone. They didn't clone him. They just fixed him.
So it wasn't one of the Skrulls or anything like that, pretending to be him?
No. But it was some alien technology that they had acquired from the battle at New York. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So, because eventually he figured it out and they showed video of it and they were basically rebuilding his chest and things like that.
So the Battle of New York, obviously after that, Vulture gets involved with all the scrapping of parts and stuff like that.
So you knew this stuff was out there.
So some sort of technology they found gave them the ability to clone him? Or is it him? Did they bring him back to life or
It was him. He was laying on a slab and this alien technology was rebuilding, like a 3D printer, printing up the hole in his body and stuff. Right. But then they brought him back to life.
But he didn't know what had happened.
And they just told him that he went away on vacation. to this place like Acapulco, where
This
whatever.
is Manchurian Candidate all over again. It's the second time today.
So then, of course, he knew that something was wrong, and he had all these weird flashbacks, and he was getting these feelings, whatever. So his whole arc was he was trying to figure out how he came back to life and what all this stuff means, right? But it was, I immediately thought of that when I watched WandaVision, because they clearly have a facility where they can bring people and bring them back to life, but also they have the ability to make people believe that they're somewhere where they're actually not, like a controlled universe.
Right. So how are they doing that? So again, in Avengers, originally it said Mephisto. So are they going to tell us that Sword is working with Mephisto, and maybe they're
Or is
using...
Sword the new Shield?
Well, I think it is.
Okay.
But what I'm saying, so like all of the tech. Okay, so Iron Man dies.
Yep, allegedly.
Right. They're not
See,
going
now you can bring him back too.
But they're
There's no
not
reason why you
just
fucking
scrapping
can't.
his suits. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing Sword is more of a management facility. You
Right.
know, they're going to have all the old tech there, I'm guessing. But obviously they do more than just storing.
Or is it Wakanda stuff?
I don't know. But what I'm saying is Mephisto working with them, like, you know, bring us Scarlet Witch, she's in pain. I'll make her think she's still with Vision, but secretly he's saying to them, "Oh, I'll do this to help you," but really what he's doing is having her somehow Virgin Mary 2 children with a robot, and then he swoops in and steals them.
Right. It seems like a lot to do just to absorb somebody's power.
Maybe because she's so powerful, he thought her children would be. I mean, again, her power, I think, even to this point, is kind of understated. I don't even think she understands it. I'm not sure if Doctor Strange is going to bring that out in her. This thing on? So, you know...
So when I saw episode 3 and I saw the lady get blasted out through that shield,
Monica Rambeau.
and then it was in present day, and you saw the military all sit up there, or whoever they are, I knew that that's where they were headed.
So can I be nitpicky?
Go ahead.
Hey, we like to pick on things
Yeah.
in shows,
Yeah.
unrealistic. So Monica Rambeau, by all accounts, is a normal human.
Okay.
She didn't break any bones from that fall.
Oh, they never break bones when they fall.
It's amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
again, they could have had her throw her out of that world, but just haven't come out at knee height.
Oh, I mean, Black Widow and Hawkeye. I mean, they should be dead.
They have no superpowers. Hawkeye is deadly accurate,
Right.
but they don't have super bone structures.
The head trauma alone.
When she hit him in the head with the pipe.
The hand grenade inside the armored vehicle, right?
Well, no,
in
she
Civil
put a
War.
body in for him.
Oh, okay, I forgot. They didn't blow her fucking eardrums out.
Again, we're nitpicking. So the name of the podcast is Too Critical. We tend to do this. Yeah.
Sorry, Rob.
So, I mean, most things aren't perfect. We generally accept Marvel does better than 99% in terms of keeping it realistic. It's what we loved about the Christopher Nolan Batman series, is that he made it as realistic as he could.
Correct.
So again, I'm nitpicking with that. But the first thing I thought, you know, she comes flying out of the sky, hits the ground, I go,
She's fine.
no limp?
Conor
McGregor just got into a UFC fight and he's limping today.
God rest his soul. If she rolled out of a
Proper
fridge,
12 Irish whiskey, don't drink it.
if she rolled out of a fridge, it would have made total sense.
Well, it just, again, she came flying through the air, hits the ground, gets up. You know, she's laying there, but she's fine.
Right.
You fall from 10 feet, you're spraining a bone.
But what is she? Is she an agent and they sent her in to talk her out of there?
I think, so again, the comments in the show from
Did
the
she
neighbors,
sneak into that place?
Well, the comments from the neighbors, right? She doesn't live here. So something's going on where they
She doesn't have a home, they kept saying.
Right. They don't understand, I don't think either, what the plan is.
Right.
If they do, they're doing a terrible job of assisting the plan.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm curious what's going to happen now, because it looks like, what was the character's name? Was it Agent Wu from Ant-Man?
Oh, yeah.
It was Wu, right?
John Krasinski.
Who are you?
Who am I?
I'm Jim. We've been working together for 12 years.
Yes. No, the
Jim Halpert from The Office.
Oh, yes.
Oh shit! I thought your drink was coming off. Holy shit!
Yes, Asian Jim.
I don't know who you are, but you are not Jim.
From The Office. Yeah. No, so I believe we've seen in the trailers that he's coming in,
Okay.
which is weird.
Into WandaVision?
Yes.
Oh.
They showed him running towards something, but it was not in the WandaVision world. It was in the world that like Monica Rambeau just landed in. In fact, I think it's going to be one of the opening things to the next episode.
Well, it's Monica Rambeau's world. We're all just living in it.
Yeah. I do think, and I'm not even certain that that's the character's name. I think it is.
Wait a minute. I'll check right here. Here we go.
We'll
Monica
edit it.
Rambeau.
Was that it?
Rambeau.
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 French.
Ooh, Kat Dennings is listed.
Yeah, she's
6
coming in too.
episodes?
Yep. How many episodes total here? 9, I believe. WandaVision.
I'm seeing 9 for Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen.
Okay. So 9. What is it? 27-minute, give or take, episodes.
That's weird. 9 episodes.
Why is it?
But
weird?
you can do whatever they want. It's not. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
I mean, we're on 1.
So far.
We'll probably scrap this before it even hits the air.
This episode of Too Critical is brought to you by Chris's Clippers. When you need your gutters cleaned by someone with a 4-year college degree. Chris's Clippers. Go fuck yourself. Take it away, Rob.
He does gutters too.
Back to you, Rob.
So we've already gone over on the time we tried to do
Who gives a fuck? I want to drink 1,000 Bloody Marys and just hang a hammock in this place.
Hanging a hammock, is that like an Alaskan pipeline?
WandaVision. I mean,
Better than expected.
I thought it was, well, obviously I'm digging all the nostalgia. I'm digging all the throwbacks to the shows that we watched, you know.
No,
Nick at Night.
You're a little older than I am.
You know,
Scooby Doo's the next episode.
I loved how they flipped the Brady house.
Yeah.
They reversed it, and they made you feel uncomfortable intentionally.
It was funny because I didn't know what the theme was going to be for episode 3.
Yeah.
And the first thing I thought, I was like, well, that's the Brady house, but it's not right.
Right.
And I wasn't a big Brady Bunch person, but I have seen it.
I mean, I can't wait to see what could the 80s possibly be.
Happy Days? No, that's
No.
70s, right?
Yeah.
60s. So 80s. I mean, again, and I promise you, I haven't looked this up. So if we accurately predict any of this, total guess.
Right.
What would the 80s?
Bennett, brush your teeth and go to bed, Bennett,
Yeah.
huh? Come on here. You do your homework from school. Did you do all your educational bits here?
So,
Come on, Bennett. Brush your teeth.
so you're going to have to do some editing here, obviously.
Welcome back to We're Also Working on It with Thomas and Rob.
And Wayne.
You know, it's actually not...
Hey, Wayne?
Wayne!
Hi, Wayne! Taylor, how are you now?
This is actually not that difficult. I don't understand. What's the big deal about? Getting people to listen?
Oh, no one's going to listen.
No, fuck them. We got big families for the most part. The goal is to alienate as many of them as we possibly can.
I have zero interest in getting any friends or family to listen to this.
Why? They don't. They barely pay attention to the shit I do on a regular basis. Why would they start with this?
Well, that's so. I told my buddy we were doing this, and you know, again, like I said to you, expectations low, hopes high.
Right.
I expect no one to watch this and go, I'd like to hear more of what these two jackasses have to say.
Intrigued?
Yeah.
Someone has an opinion on comic books?
Yeah, these white privileged pricks with matching beards.
Goosh.
I trimmed my beard partially just because we look.
I can't.
I know, but I can. So we both had a beard that looked very similar, and I was like, I can't just allow.
I don't know. I like the pace. I like the pace of the show. It's moving quick.
Oh, I feel like every episode ends, and I'm like, that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because normally what I do immediately when I see a show, I look at the running time, and I'm like, fuck you, 22 minutes.
Yeah.
Must be fucking nice.
Must be nice.
I said
Seriously,
no
it's not
more
that
fucking
hard.
Letterkenny.
It's not hard to write 22 minutes.
Really? How many TV shows have you had on there?
We made a 22-minute out-of-office message, and that was with massive editing.
How long was it originally? Like 48 or something like that?
It was too much.
Hi, Kim. Boy. So wrapping up WandaVision before we get into other stuff. Obviously, 6 episodes left. We're not going to do a weekly WandaVision recap. Maybe when the season's over or somewhere halfway through, we'll touch base again. We haven't really decided on the format much for this.
Nope.
We were really looking forward to March when Ghostbusters comes out because we're both massive Ghostbusters fans. One of our favorite movies as kids. And
March of next year.
November now, right?
March
Fall.
next year. Just stream it. Just fucking get it over with and stream it.
I mean, I was supposed to watch this movie back in May. I've been dying for them to make a good Ghostbusters movie. This has nothing to do with WandaVision. We said, let's wrap up WandaVision, and I went, sure, Ghostbusters.
Did you read the article? And they said that, oh God, what's his name?
Bigger and McCracken.
No, Ivan Reitman. Ivan Reitman saw it, and he cried because of how good it was.
Don't do that.
That's what the article said.
Don't give me hope.
Now this may be a type thing where like the old man's crying because his son made a little boy blue and the man on the moon.
All right, enough.
Why?
I said no.
Tip the equipment over.
That does. I mean, it does mean something to me.
Yeah.
Because again, objectively.
And then in the next day, Ernie Hudson came out.
Yes.
And said,
I sent it to you on Instagram. They never should have made that piece of shit reboot. He didn't say those exact words. I'm helping him.
We all knew it.
Okay, power up!
We all knew. When they all came and did press together.
And to be clear, I have no problem with doing a female movie. Just make your own
Nobody
movie.
said you did. I mean, people assumed that you had
because I'm
problems with
complaining that they made it. I'm not complaining that they made a female Ghostbusters movie. What I'm complaining about is they rammed it down our throats because that's what they do nowadays. It's, Ocean's 12 is good, we'll make Ocean's 8. There was rumors forever they were going to remake Roadhouse with Ronda Rousey. Why can't you just make a movie with Ronda Rousey that's her own movie? I mean, everything's a remake. What was the last original concept that came out?
Indiana James. Oh, you said came out? Never mind. Sorry, keep going.
We're working on it. I haven't worked on anything. You can't park here. It's a white zone, not a red zone. Sir! Happy birthday. Look. But we're doing a YouTube video as well.
It's theater of the mind. Use your imaginations, goddammit.
But, I mean, Ghostbusters coming out was going to be the biggest thing for me since A Day for Democracy. I was looking forward to it so much.
Who are you?
Every time it gets delayed, I die a little bit on the inside. And honestly, every time they delay Ghostbusters, I'm upset about everything they delay, but every time they delay it, I just want to kick Buster Freed.
Yep. Oh, no. Poor Buster. I think it started with when they shut everything down because of the virus and The Walking Dead, which we watch quite a bit, when they pulled the plug on that, it lost its momentum.
I haven't watched it yet. Have you seen the trailers for season 10C?
I don't even know what's happening.
There's a whole new season. So they did 10A and 10B.
Right.
We're going to do a lot of Walking Dead stuff. For those of you that want to complain, which no one's listening, so no one's complaining, but yes, the show used to be good. Yes, it's now terrible. No, we can't stop watching. Continue.
We hate watch it.
I mean, I still have hope that they'll end it well, which is asinine.
Occasionally, there are some decent things. Occasionally.
That scene, for me, the last thing I remember really liking was when Jesus died. The scene when he's in the graveyard.
Wow.
I remember that was the last, and we knew the Whisperers were coming.
Easter's a big deal.
Asshole Vito. Is how you pronounce it. But we knew the Whisperers were coming. We knew that was the next, Terminus had happened and the governor and everything else. And we went from fucking WandaVision to Ghostbusters. You can edit. That's the beautiful thing, kids.
Right.
It's a beautiful thing, editing. Believe me, we got a bad deal. You have every right to be pissed off. Continue to blow everything up.
I thought it was a WandaVision show. It's not anymore. They're talking about The Walking Dead.
We don't do politics here.
TWD. I'm not doing politics. I'm just doing a funny voice that everybody may know.
Republicans buy sneakers too.
Or not.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Michael Scott. But yeah, so when they were in that scene in the graveyard in The Walking Dead, and
terrific.
the zombies are all walking around, and all of a sudden that zombie just
Yep.
and stabs him.
Right.
I remember it being like, holy shit.
Yep.
Because that was the thing about the show forever. Is like every season there was 15 holy shit moments.
They weren't afraid to kill main characters either.
And not in the finale. Like
Right.
they do it in episode 6.
Yep.
So, again, I don't even know what to expect from season 10C.
But my whole point about that was, thank you.
Cut that.
My whole point about that was they lost their momentum.
Yeah.
They lost the initiative.
Well, and I don't think Ghostbusters is losing any momentum necessarily.
They haven't posted a single fucking behind the scenes, not even a still.
But are you saying when they do, you're no longer going to be interested? Like we're
No,
gonna bite that hook, line, and sinker.
I will, but whose fucking plan is this? If you're gonna string it along and keep people interested. Wouldn't you at least go out and take a small crew? Because people are back shooting stuff. Go get a small crew and shoot some fucking vignettes with these kids.
Balsamic vignettes?
Oh, delicious.
With mozzarella?
Yeah, ooh, the mozzarella.
Gabagoo. So,
If you
hey.
if I see the vignette and it's not hot, I will send
Don't
the
make me
vignette
get
back.
that. But
shoot something to keep people interested.
I mean, can we get a full trailer? No. And I have no clue. We've talked about
But where's
this.
their marketing campaign?
The length of time that we're going to see the original Ghostbusters, Ernie Hudson, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Sigourney Weaver on screen. They don't have to release info about that, but I'd like to see a trailer. I mean, everyone knows they're in the movie.
Still fucking image.
Well,
just a still.
You and I talked about it. Like, have a trailer that ends with showing one of them. Just.
Right.
I mean, we all know. We all know it's there, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But there's so many different things we've talked about in terms of. I mean, we've talked probably for 20 hours about Ghostbusters Afterlife. We've been talking about this since the second that they announced they were doing it. We couldn't be more excited. I mean, maybe, I don't want to exaggerate, maybe the most I've been, excited for a movie ever.
Other than,
Endgame.
But that was like a sustained excitement because they just had so many of them.
Well, and I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Like this, I had always hoped they would do it.
Right.
When I saw that first trailer, and it's in the barn, just a quick, 30-second teaser.
Yes.
And the sheet pulls off, and you see Ecto-1. Oh, 6 to midnight.
But again, that also goes back to my point where you just...
Do more of those.
You just get a crew. They got the car. They went into a barn. They shot that on their own.
Yeah.
Just the teaser. It's possible for people to do things like that, right? Why don't they make...
If you know a guy.
Why don't they make a couple of fake commercials for Ghostbusters? Get the 1-800 number back out there again.
Yeah, I mean, there was rumors that potentially Ghostbusters was going to be a bigger thing now, and the original characters were going to be almost like executives at a Ghostbusters company.
Right.
But in the trailer, Paul Rudd talks about there hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years, so I think that's out the window.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I mean, Paul Rudd, I've always liked anyways. Couldn't have imagined liking Ant-Man as much as I did. Both of us felt that way. Absolutely loved it. He was perfect for the character. I'm hopeful. Not necessarily. I'm not expecting or hoping more Ghostbusters movies. But if they're gonna do them, I would trust him to be the lead.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna do that. I don't know that they should.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes first.
Right.
But, yeah, just what a kick in the nuts. I mean, 2020 was bad enough. Every movie we wanted to see. I'm not talking about real world problems. Not that anyone's going to listen to this, but if anyone does, I don't want to get a freaking, you're talking about movies being delayed. My cousin died. Well, good for them.
Well, I mean, I feel bad for your cousin. Sorry for your cousin's loss.
I
Rob
don't.
Doesn't give two shits.
Nope.
Show me some Ghostbusters.
Show me kids falling down on bikes. Fuck, I don't give a fuck about your kids.
Those kids could be the stars of a movie called Kids I Don't Care About.
You give out full-size candy bars on Halloween, or you railroading them? No, they haven't.
The Walking Dead Season 10 gets 6 extra episodes in 2021.
But wait, they haven't done 16 episodes. They're supposed to do 16. They've only done 15, right?
Starting in February.
I'm right about that, though, right? They never released the last episode. Oh, February, not March. Okay.
Correct, February.
So
Sunday,
So does
February
that-
28th.
So does that mean they're going to release the one that we were already supposed to get and then 5 more or 6 more after that?
I have no idea.
Well, they already owe us one.
What I do know is that on
Coral?
Sunday, February 28th at 9 p.m.
We'll be texting each other complaining about The Walking Dead.
Fuck this noise.
At least Game of Thrones ended good.
Best season ever!
Thank God we weren't doing the podcast back then.
Good Lord.
I'd have burnt this fucking building down.
Unbelievable. Disappointment City.
Hello, yes. Welcome to the podcast,
Are you
or
Dennis?
as we call it around my house, radio without, hello, yes.
I'll have a Caesar salad.
Hello, yes, Nancy, yes.
Bonzo.
Ronnie did a boom boom in his pants again. Someone get Theo Ella LaGuardia on the phone and have him help me parallel park my limousine in front of the Kremlin. Mr. Gorbachev, please scratch my balls.
I knew there's no way we'd get through without you doing that. I knew all I had to do was say his Reagan here. You'd go.
Fourscore and 7 years ago, our forefathers brought forth a space station with great power that could destroy the entire universe. They blew up Alderaan, and then there were some Gungans involved, and then I did a boom boom in my pants. Hello, Nancy, Rain Johnson was a total piece of shit. Hello, The Walking Dead's on February, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Central Mountain. Who gives a fuck about people in Central Mountain? Certainly not me. Who watches television in the mountains?
I was trying. I was gonna break into my Luke Skywalker with the power converters. I
Hello?
couldn't do it.
Oh, yes. I turned on the television. I turned on C-SPAN today, and here we go. I turned on C-SPAN today. Apparently, they're having some sort of yard sale. It looks like some first come, first served situation.
It's just all of Larry King's old cummerbunds. Jesus, titty fucking Christ.
So again, so Disney's got this movie coming out called Raya and the Last Dragon, right? Exactly. However, just like Mulan, they were forced to stream Mulan, and that worked out well for Disney.
Did it though? How much money did they make?
Mulan?
Yeah.
All I know is their stock went up. That's all I care about.
I understand, but I'd be curious to see if their subscription numbers went up. And then additionally, you had to pay for Milan. It wasn't
Correct.
free.
$29.
I paid for it. My daughter
29
lost it.
fish.
That's a lot of carp.
That's $29. That's a lot of beans,
There was
Johnny.
2 crabs. They work in pairs.
I went to Annapolis, for Christ's sake.
So, I would be curious to see how much they made versus how much they project to make when they put it in theaters. Obviously, it's lower. There's no doubt.
Like I've said to you in the past, if they take out all of that marketing money,
Which they could easily do.
if you don't have to fly all the Avengers around the world in private jets and put them up in hotels and set up all those marketing promos and all of the exposure that they need and all the TV shows and paid advertising, you're taking anywhere between $150, $180 million out of your budget. Now, there's no way in hell that they're going to spend that money on a movie like Mulan. They're just not going to. Right. But it's money that they no longer have to spend, right? Same with Black Widow. So take that all out of the equation. So that's money that you're making.
Well, David Harbour's skinnier now, so that wouldn't use as much jet fuel as you're thinking.
It's true. But David Harbour, we know for a fact, would not fly a private jet.
How many?
Right? He'd take a sailboat to all his locations because he wants to keep a small carbon footprint. Don't you, David?
How many episodes am I going to talk about Stranger Things on?
Oh, I mean...
This is one.
Yeah. It's a great show.
Looking more forward to Falcon and Winter Soldier, Stranger Things Season 4.
I don't know a lot about... I want Falcon and Winter Soldier to be good. Yeah. I do.
I have a feeling the story may not be great. I'm just hoping for Captain America 2 Winter Soldier type storyline in terms of like the espionage.
That's
like I'm almost thinking it's going to be more of an action sequence than it is Marvel storytelling. I'm sure they're going to progress the story.
Yeah.
But I'm hopeful that it's more of a just kick-ass 45 minutes for 6 weeks straight.
I hope so too, because unless they really develop Bucky Barnes and turn him into a leading man, which they would have to do to drive the show,
He's leaving to play Luke Skywalker.
well, he can stick around.
I mean, Sebastian Stan should be Luke Skywalker.
He 100% should, and I'm sure they could not have made the decision to put Luke Skywalker on screen if they did not have plans for him down the road. You have to.
Who's Luke Skywalker?
It's what? Luke? Like? How do you pronounce it?
Look.
Look. I'm sorry. Luke Skywalker.
You can't park your ass here, sir.
I'm sorry. I wasn't listening. So, what the fuck are we talking about?
Sebastian Stan
Sebastian Stan.
in
So,
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Anthony Mackie, did you see? Sorry.
neither one of them are leading men.
Did you see Anthony Mackie says he already knows the entire plans for the next phase of the MCU? Kevin Feige told him.
I'm sure Kevin Feige gets cornered by a lot of people.
Yeah.
And hopefully he just feeds them bullshit.
Yeah. We're gonna actually have you be the main character. You're gonna physically. Have you ever
also-
seen Over the Top? You're gonna arm wrestle Doctor Doom for the galaxy.
Lord. My wife turns her hat backwards. She always does. So we're talking. Anthony Mackie also came out in an article, and they said is Chris Evans coming back to play Captain America? And he said he hope he does.
Well, I hope he doesn't play someone else.
That'd be weird. He just play.
That'd be some weird, wild
That's
stuff.
some wild stuff.
Hello, yes, hi.
He'd just be some jacked up dummy at a department store.
Right you are, Cotton.
Wow. But so Anthony Mackie and what's his name?
Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan. Neither one of them, I think, are leading men. They certainly weren't in the Marvel world.
I don't think they should be for Marvel. I think he could. I really do think Sebastian Stan could play Luke. I know the plan right now is a whole separate storyline, not the Skywalker saga. But
Right.
I don't know how I never noticed that Sebastian Stan just looks like a young Mark Hamill. I
Right.
never noticed that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I agree. Anthony Mackie. I haven't seen that new Netflix movie. I'll probably watch it this week that he's in.
They say
it looks okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
They said it's okay.
But again, like, am I looking for incredible storytelling in this, or is this kind of like an Extraction situation where Extraction with Chris Hemsworth we both loved?
Yeah, it's a second unit. It's a stunt fest, is what it is.
Well, and that's again, we're both. You can be funny, you can be serious, you can have a great story, you can just have great action. Like so many movies that I love are not good movies. Bad Boys 2 is a terrible movie, one of my favorites. I mean, I guess they're co-leading men, right? I mean, they're not going to have one of them be.
I'm hoping they're going to bring in some other characters to help them along.
I think they are.
I can't see those two characters immediately turning into these leading men. I mean, they basically just Anthony Mackie tagged around with Captain America and just was doing whatever he was doing. You know what I mean? And
do you think
the Winter Soldier was just muscle?
I haven't seen anything that said this yet. Chris's Clippers. I haven't seen anything that said this yet. Do you think that Peggy's niece, Captain America's,
love her?
Is she going to be in the show? I think she is.
I hope so.
Does she hook up with Stan or Mackie?
I don't know.
I mean, she can't be
Probably
waiting
carrying
for Cap.
a torch for what's his face.
Steve, Captain, Mr. Rogers. Hello, friends. Actually, wait, no, that's what we said. What is? I don't think I ever watched Mr. Rogers.
I mean, that was before my time. We were watching that in reruns.
Rerun?
Word? Yeah.
So-
I hated Mr. Rogers. Totally fucking creeped me out.
Overrated. Bob Ross, overrated.
He's for dope smokers.
You too. Over.
Oh no, you didn't.
That's just for you. Look.
Wow. Shots fired. Anthony Mackie, not a leading man. Go. Your thoughts.
Well, is he not? I mean, I what have you seen him attempt to be a leading man in?
Yeah, but that you're talking about him playing a leading part in another movie.
See,
that
I
doesn't
think-
make his character
I-
Falcon a leading man.
I think he can be the leading man for a TV series. I think he could be the leading man for Falcon and Winter Soldier. I don't think they can ever make a Falcon movie.
I'm thinking they're going to make it like a buddy cop type
But again,
team
what-
up with other characters
And I'd
that
be okay
round
with
out
that.
their situation.
Is it a buddy cop? Is it like Starsky and Hutch with Owen Wilson?
No, it's like fucking Lethal Weapon.
That's what I'm saying. If this is Starsky and Hutch with Wilson and Stiller, I'm not interested.
No, it's-
But
it's-
if this is
it's
the
Lethal
other guys
Weapon.
with
Yeah.
with Wahlberg and
Yeah.
Farrell, and there's action with comedy, obviously a different style. But I'm just saying, if it's more laid back and for entertainment, and it's just Riggs and Murtaugh cracking
Right.
skulls.
Sebastian Stan will be the straight man, and Anthony Mackie will just.
I
be,
thought
he'll
he'd be the white man.
He'll be cashing checks.
Which
Cut
one?
the check.
Which one's Riggs and which one's Murtaugh? I'm not saying it. You say it.
Nope, anybody can be.
Can't
I'm
try to stamp
I'm
a
not
double
going to
stamp.
assume anything.
Hello, yes, we're back. This episode of Too Critical is brought to you by Chris's Clippers. If you have a palatial spread like I did at 1600 East Pennsylvania Avenue and B&O Railroad, you need someone who's qualified to come by and mow your lawn. As a matter of fact, Nancy always said to me, "Ronnie, how come you never mow my lawn?" And I said, "Well, sweetie, that's because I don't know where I am or what I'm doing." And I definitely did a boom boom in my pants. Hello, Bonzo, can you cut the grass, please? Chris's Clippers, cutting your grass. Chris's Clippers, cutting your grass from north to south since 1987. Chris's Clippers, go fuck yourself.
You have to cut that and send it to him.
I'm leaving it in.
No one hassles the Hoff.
You count me out. I will count you in.
Gator don't play no shit. Gator ain't never been about no shit. All right, so we were talking about Anthony Mackie.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll talk more about that as it comes out. I mean, I think it's going to be awesome action, minimal importance in the MCU.
The question was, am I more excited about Falcon and Winter Soldier or Stranger Things 4? I would say Stranger Things 4.
Same.
Yep.
So I think we agree.
Same.
Stranger Things, I mean, I could do...
Wax on, wax off?
I could do a Stranger Things podcast, like just Stranger Things.
Do it. Go ahead.
I don't know a guy.
Do it.
I think we agree. Season 1, amazing. Season 2, a step down. Season 3, a step down. Now, for me, seasons 2 and 3 are still good. They're not as good as 1. I don't know that they'll ever get back to that. I don't think they can.
Well, it was
One
it was the
so
shock.
unique.
It was the shock factor too.
It was so good. I mean, every episode ended, and I'd look at my wife and go, "One more?
Yeah.
Look, can we watch one more, please?"
Please. ask
Whereas,
for
like
permission.
season 2 and 3, episodes would end, and I'd be like, "I'm looking forward to watching that tomorrow."
Yeah.
Wait, again, I still want to watch it. I still care.
I think we watched all 8 episodes of season 1 in one sitting.
2 nights for me.
Yeah.
4 and 4, and it was only because I think we started at like 9 p.m.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to season 4. I think this is easily the most, since 1, hyped. And it's even more hyped than 1 because even before 1, you didn't know what it was going to be.
Right.
But, I mean, with David Harbour, with what's going to happen with Murray Bowman, obviously he's going to be over in Russia. Are they going to go to Russia? Are they going to go to Russia through the Upside Down? I think there's a lot of hints that they're going to go into the Upside Down.
Hello, yes, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that mall.
See what I did? You thought I was going to say tear down the wall, and then I went mall
Because they have Starcourt Mall.
what happened in the.
It's a miracle that you aren't already a huge success, Tommy.
All right, tell me about it.
Everyone agrees, at least your mom and wife.
Everyone agrees.
Everyone's an expert. Must be fucking nice.
Cut it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
That's it. That's a wrap.
We should get a bunch of shitty instruments off of the internet, like buy up classic guitars, like shitty guitars, used guitars.
Yeah.
Just keep them in the warehouse, and at the
Smash
end,
one.
just smash of a guitar at the end of every fucking podcast.
I know where there's one right now.
We'd end up, what the fuck? Like the guy from Nirvana smashing our own fucking head in.
Kurt
Right?
Cobain?
No, the guy. Remember the guy threw it up?
He fucked his head up pretty good,
He
though.
did. He certainly did. Google toe triggers, kids. He had help. Who are we kidding?
Jesus Christ. That took a turn.
Oh, hey, honey, what are you doing home?
Let's cut to Chris's Clippers for a minute.
I think we need new. Who are we going to get for new sponsors? What are we going to do?
At Brookline Moving, our motto is nothing but service. Since 1920, Brookline Moving has been a leader of local, long-distance, and international relocation services. We can handle all your residential or commercial moving needs. Our professional and courteous staff will give you and your possessions the respect they deserve. Let Brookline Moving handle the packing, moving, storage, and unpacking. Brookline Moving, nothing but service.
We're also getting into that weird area where successful shows start to go, where the cast starts to get a little too full of themselves.
Well, we got there already.
Yeah.
I mean, after season 2.
After season
they did
2.
Beyond Stranger Things.
Yep.
And my favorite, and I love the show. I like the actors. I like the kids. I whatever their interests are, they're kids. Finn Wolfhard and all, Gatton Martazaro, however you pronounce his name.
Yep.
Noah Schnapp and why can't I think of
The other one.
It's not good.
Sir Ian McKellen.
Don't look it up.
I have to now.
Look it up and then cut out this part where I said look it up.
Shit-it-do-do-do.
I don't know his name. Fuck, I follow him on
Fuck, know his name. Fuck. Boy, can they run.
Jeff Ferguson. Fuck, I know his name. As soon as you say it, I'm going to go, God damn it.
His name is Millie Bobby Brown.
Nope. He's just Bobby Brown. Cheese Millie.
No. His name
beat it out of her.
is he was in Heathers and his name was Winona Ryder.
Mekhi Phifer.
No, seriously. He played Nancy Wheeler and his name is Natalie Dyer.
I know Natalie Dyer's name.
Seriously.
He played Steve Harrington, and his name
He played
was Joe Keery.
He played the MILF and his name is Cara
Bono.
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 Boner.
Who else we hear? Where's the kid?
He played Dacre
Where's
Montgomery.
Ted? Where's Ted? Ted's my favorite guy.
What I do.
What I do.
You know, if
That's
you were
Ted.
on my team, you'd
We
be
all-
on the bench, son.
We all feel like Ted every now and again. His name is Caleb
McLaughlin. Thank you.
McLaughlin.
Jesus.
Oh, now he knows it.
I did know it. But back to what we were saying.
Caleb McLaughlin, good Irish lad.
Beyond Stranger Things, one of my favorite things was the Duffer Brothers trying to tolerate those kids at the table.
Unwatchable.
And the kids are so goddamn full of themselves, and they think they're so important, and the Duffers just want to slap them.
Yep. But you saw the kids reach that point in real life, and everybody's got a fucking band, everybody's got a side project. Everyone starts talking about
Everyone's in Ghostbusters.
their art, right?
Right. I'm an artist.
I'm
Give
an
me
artist.
a fucking tube, I'll get something out of it.
Oh, Jesus.
I feel like at some point I'm turning into Halpert here, where I look at the camera and I'm like, when you say stuff. The kids from Stranger Things, Jumping the Shark, Carrie Elwes, Elwes,
What?
Lanolin. So, Stranger Things season 4. Do you think it's going to be more focused on Russians or Upside Down?
Russians. I hate these guys.
I think you're right, but I hope it's more Upside Down. I hope the Russians are a smaller part of the story than that. I hope they get Hopper out of there quickly. Now, I had an idea that I shared with you of how 11 should get her powers back, and I really do hope. I hope I'm somehow right about this, and I swear I'm not a religious person, so God, whatever.
Whomever.
He, her,
He, she.
Shim.
Oof.
Oof.
Steady.
Easy. Danny. I've sentenced men younger than you to the gas chamber. Didn't want to do it.
I've sentenced men or women younger than you. No, honestly, I read a huge spoiler the other day online, and they bring all the different characters in that have powers, and you know why 6 was afraid?
Why?
Because 7, 8, 9.
Fuck you.
What the fuck?
Fuck you. I was the one that was going to tell the bad joke to end the episode. You cunt. Oh.
It's fucking crazy. He's like, oh, really? Spoilers about 6? Who's 6? I haven't heard of 6 yet.
God damn it.
7, 8, 9. Holy fuck, did you get catfished?
Oh, god damn it. You got me.
This is exactly how I had hoped to laugh from day one when we said we wanted to do this.
Did you notice when we tried hard early on, we weren't doing great, and then once we just said screw it? 7, 8, 9. Fuck you, Derry.
Oh shit.
Anyways,
right. Go ahead. Tell me what's rattling around in that brain.
I was saying I hope somehow 11 is in the shower. Nothing sexual. She's too young. I don't mean it like that. But like, she's in the shower, but she's sitting on the ground, almost curled in the fetal position, just crying because she misses Hopper. And the sensory deprivation, the sound of the shower,
right,
hits her, and all of a sudden she is in that weird in-between stage where she can see other people, and she sees Hopper slamming Rod. Wait, hold on. Slamming his hammer into the tire.
So 11's in the shower because she misses her father, right?
Fuck
and then she has a daydream while in the shower that he's slamming Rod. Go ahead, Rob.
I'm just gonna lock myself up now.
You take it from here.
This thing on. Sees him slamming his hammer into the.
These are still unacceptable.
The railroad spikes. Fuck. He's in Russia. He's a slave.
Wait a minute.
Wait, can I say
Let me
slave?
help you out here. So Hopper is in Russia. He's in some sort of bondage scenario.
Yeah.
He has a giant tool in his hand. Take it from here.
'Cause 7, 8, 9.
It's still funny.
Chris's Clippers. Fuck you. Fuck you, man.
7, 8, 9. Fuck.
But genuinely, I thought that would be an awesome way for her to get her powers back, because her powers are coming back.
Incidentally, all of Rob's pitches end up with a character in the fetal position in the shower. Indiana Jones 5. He's in the shower. He's crying. He's thinking about his father holding a giant tool.
It's because Lucas and Spielberg raped him.
Listen, after this, I'm going to get high as a kite with you. I want to go to a galaxy far, far away.
No. I went there. It was terrible.
It's true.
They raped Indy.
It's true.
Have you ever seen Indiana Jones?
Part-time. No.
No, it's not bad.
I'll check it out.
Crystal Skull's the best one. Start there, work backwards.
It's in my queue, my Netflix queue, but they stopped sending them to the house.
What's a Netflix? Chris's Clippers.
Chris's Clippers.
Oh my goodness, you fuck you.
Good times.
7, 8, 9, you fucking got me.
It's terrific.
You fucking got me. I had a joke lined up for you, a bad one too.
Oh, we should do a shitty YouTube bumper that they always do, right? Hey guys, if you like the podcast, make sure you click and subscribe in the link. If not, go fuck your mother. That's going on YouTube. That's going on YouTube. Hey guys, I'm don't jump on my audio. Hey guys.
You fuck.
It's like a herd of elephants. Here we go. Hey guys, I'm Thomas and that's Rob, and this is the Too Critical Podcast. Click below and subscribe. Hit that like button. Smash that like button like a neighbor is smashing your mom, okay? And if you don't like the show,
go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Exactly. That does it for this episode of the Too Critical Podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. If not, go fuck yourself. And thanks for listening. Everybody stay safe out there. Fins up.
Ra-da-da-da-doo.